Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, congratulations in joining the unbiased army. Let's go. So, we're going to be talking about Activision Blizzard laying off a bunch of QA testers from Raven Software, even though they were promised to be getting a raise. How shitty and scummy is Activision Blizzard? Apparently, they're pretty shitty you know. So anyway, let's go ahead and cover this. This is coming from the Okay, so here we are. Here we are on The Verge. Call of Duty made billions recently, so of course Activision Blizzard is laying off QA testers, which is shitty. After you made a bunch of money, I remember like a few years ago too, they made a bunch of money and then fired a bunch of people too. Same thing happened. They always doing this. Like they need more money. I mean, $3 billion is a shit ton of money. And here comes the train. I hope you guys can't hear it, but it's really loud. One of the studios responsible for Call of Duty's success is laying off QA testers that are reportedly earning $17 an hour. And $17 an hour is like microscopic comparing to how much money the company rakes in year after year. For their work on the franchise, Activision Blizzard said brought in $3 billion in 2020. Raven Software, known for its Call of Duty Black Ops, which is a great game, I enjoy it, and Call of Duty Warzone, has now laid off a third of its contract QA testers. Now, some people go into the industry as QA testers because that's one of the way to get yourself into those companies. You work your QA testing, and if you do a really great job, and the people enjoy, who you are and how you are, and they enjoy that you do enjoy that you do a very good job, and they're prone to hiring you full time for other position. Because most people go into the gaming industry with opportunity to get into something else within the gaming industry that they can do, whether it'll be like an artist or design, producing, or whatever it is that you wanted to do in the gaming industry. The QA tester position is just a way for you to put your get your leg in the door, and hopefully you will have more opportunities. That's why people go into QA testing. Now, unfortunately, these things happen where you might have a job and you might not, because technically you are a contract worker. So depending on the contract that you signed with the company or the company that owns, because most of them work for like a third party company that you go work for, and they have a contract with that company. So when they're done with you, they can just terminate you. But if Activision Blizzard like your work or like the way the person that you are, or they enjoy you and they want to keep you, then you can apply for a full-time position at that said company. I'm not just talking about Activision Blizzard in general. I'm just talking about the gaming industry in a whole. So anyway, sorry, I just went on to this whole other thing here. Ravens associate community manager Austin O'Brien said that the team members were being called into individual meetings to be told whether or not they would still have a job come January 28th. So far, the company has reportedly laid off about a third of its QA testers, around a dozen people. It's possible more could follow. The post quotes an anonymous Raven contractor, and there goes my light. Yay! It's okay. You don't need to see me anyway because my light just went out. So I just turned that off for you guys. You got more space for you to look at the screen. Look at the screen. Anyway, the post quotes an anonymous Raven contractor who said that everyone was told you did nothing wrong after being given the bad news. Then why would you terminate them if they did nothing wrong? You know? So I don't know, man. It's just a shitty situations, and I feel really bad for these people that are losing their livelihood just because the company wants to make even more money, even though they're microscopic comparing to what other people in the company is making. Just like the CEO Bobby Kotick, and he still has a fucking job, which is just shitty all around. But anyway, a Better ABK employee advocacy group says many of our employees moved to Wisconsin for the job without receiving assistance from Activision Blizzard. O'Brien also tweeted that the company had been promising team members they could get raises after Activision Ravens owner completed a pay structure that may be coming true in a cruel way. So what they're saying is, we're gonna give you guys raises, but we're gonna have to fire some of you in order to give you that raise, which is a shitty business model comparing to how much money they just raked in last year. The workers who get to stay will receive a raise from $17 an hour to $18.50 an hour, along with better benefits and bonuses. Wow. I don't want to be that person. I don't want it. I just don't want it. I would much rather just keep what I'm making, which is $17 an hour, in order to have, certain people still stay at the company. I'm willing to sacrifice my wage in order to keep more people at the company, especially, people have families, man. And during the holiday is right around the oh man. Okay, so this comes from Austin O'Brien. I am gutted right now. My friends in QA at Raven were promised months. Activision was working towards pay structure to increase their wages. Today, one by one, valuable members of the team were called into meetings and told they were being let go. These people were asked to relocate to Madison, Wisconsin to work here. Now they're out of a job on January 28th. Our QA team does incredible work, but this will not only increase their workload but crush morale. If any industry friends have an open position, please share them. Yeah, man, this is tough. The gaming industry needs to be, man, I don't know, man. It's just they need to have like what is a union? They need a union in the gaming industry because these companies just get away with whatever the hell they want, and there's nothing you could do about it except just not support them by not buying the product. But then when we do that, we're actually hurting the developers, those people that work hard to make those games. So it's a catch 22. We're kind of stuck here where we have to support these shitty ass companies because we want to support the developers that's making those games. It's not that because all these decisions always come up from the top. It comes out from Bobby Kotick's, office. So unfortunately, we the consumers we're in a terrible space. Anyway, so here's a quote from a tweet from Jason Schreier responding to these. Activision Raven Software, which runs Call of Duty Warzone, abruptly laid off a number of QA testers today. Others don't know if they're keeping their jobs. This is really painful. One just told me Warzone generated 1.93 billion dollars last year, and yet they're firing people that are making, not even like a microscopic amount of money. $17 an hour ain't shit, you know. I've been in touch with about half a dozen Raven testers tonight. The company is informing them individually whether or not they're being laid off, but some don't have their meetings scheduled until next week. So they head into the weekend not knowing if they still have jobs. And that's a terrible way to finish. Like, imagine, going to your day off and you're not sure if you're going to be having a job when you go back. That's a really, 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 really tough position to be in. Oh, man. Activision Blizzard has shown a pattern of laying off workers amidst booming business. As Kotaku points out, in 2019, the company laid off around 8% of its employees after CEO Bobby Kotick announced that its 2018 fiscal results were the best in company's history. That's what they do, man. They make a shit ton of money, and then after making a shit ton of money, they would fire a bunch of people. Yeah, that's a nice way to run a business, right? Reportedly receiving $155 million dollars after a shareholder voted a few months before that the company laid off around 50 employees that managed events, giving 3 months severance and $200 Battle.net gift cards. That's a slap in the face and a middle finger in your face too. Reports that Call of Duty Vanguard, a game made by Sledgehammer Games and published by Activision, was the second largest game launch in 2021. Activision Blizzard has recently been on the spotlight for having trouble work conditions, for not acting on repeated claims of abuse and sexual assaults from employees. There are also allegations that Kotick knew about these issues for years and has its own history of harassment. In less than a week, the company is set to release the expansion of Call of Duty Warzone that ties into Vanguard. So yeah, man, this is just a shitty situation. These companies always be, especially Activision, is notorious for doing this kind of shit after having record years of making a bunch of money. Warzone made $1.93 billion last year. And why are they letting go of all these people, or just a minuscule, microscopic amount of wage that they're making? They're not even making that much. And the raise that they're giving is pathetic. You're giving them $1.50. Mm. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And you have yourself a very blessed day and stay safe, man. You guys have a good one. I'm out.